Hey there, gorgeous, and welcome to day 5 of the Get Comfy with the Monkey Challenge. So, for the past few days, we've been getting our opt-ins ready to go, or our list ready to go, our opt-in freebies all set up, and all that good stuff. We know how to send a campaign to our people, either just a regular one or send our blog broadcast to people. So, today we're going to bring it all together. And the way that we bring it all together is the sign up form. So we got all the back end stuff all set up in MailChimp so that when people subscribe, they'll get their opt-in gift. And then, then they're ready to receive our newsletter or our blog posts and all that good stuff. So now we're going to bring it all together with the sign up form. So we're going to put a form on our site so that people can subscribe to our list and then get to be a part of this awesome process that we've been working on all this week. So let's talk sign up form. So let's dive in. So I'm in my MailChimp account right now. We're going to go into our Get Comfy with the Monkey Challenge list that we've been working with all week. And then I'm going to click on sign up forms. So if you remember, we kind of went into this area yesterday in this general forms area. And so I'm going to show you all of your sign up forms. So when your list is created, MailChimp automatically creates a sign up form for you. So as you see, by default, this is my sign up form. I got my Get Comfy with the Monkey Challenge up here, to which I can always edit that. I can edit the list name there if I want. I can add an image here if I wanted to. So this is your sign up form. So if anybody ever went to, if you ever put this link anywhere, this link here. So for example, if you didn't want to do a sign up form, or you wanted, if you didn't want to do a sign up form on your website, but you wanted people to go ahead and sign up to your list, maybe you don't have a website yet or something like that, but you still want people to sign up to your list, you can grab this URL here, and one of these are created for each of your lists and each of your sign up forms. You can grab this code right here and give it to them. You can give it to them. Let's say, for example, if you want to email your family and friends and say, hey, I got this new MailChimp list. I'd love for you to join it. I'm going to talk about all this awesome stuff. So, subscribe. So if you send this URL to people, they'll get what we just saw in MailChimp. So then they'll be able to put in their email address, first name, last name, and go ahead and subscribe to your list right then and there. So that's one way to do your sign up form, where you're not really, putting it on your site or anything like that. Or if you ever wanted to include it in an email and say, hey, just go ahead and sign up to my form or sign up to my list, you can do something like that. So that's one way to send somebody to your sign up form without necessarily embedding it on your website anywhere. So let's go back to MailChimp for a second. So this is also your opportunity to change the look of the sign up form, because what you see here is essentially what you're going to get on that URL. If you don't want it that way, if you want to rearrange some fields and all that kind of stuff, you can totally do that. Like if I wanted to move first name up on top of email address or something like that, I can totally do that. If I wanted to add a little message saying, hey, sign up to my list, it'll be awesome, I can add something like that there, and it's going to save it for me. So then, and like I said, if we refresh this page, it reflects all the changes that we just made. So if you want to, design this sign up form, you totally can. If you wanted to, add images, if you wanted to change the color, you can go to this Design It tab and mess with the background and, change it to like black if you wanted to, which I don't want to do. I'm going to change it back to light. But you can have fun with it. You can design it and you can make it look the way that you want. You can brand it a little bit so that it can match your website colors and themes and all that kind of stuff. So this is one way to do your sign up form. Just so you know, there's some other things in here too. So the sign up form is essentially what a lot of people focus on. But if you ever wanted to see like the other emails that your people will get when they subscribe to your list for whatever reason, You could get a sign up form with alerts. Like if you've ever subscribed to someone's list, you've probably seen some of this stuff, right? So if there are errors or something like that, that's what that would look like. So if you want, you can go through all of these different emails, opt-in confirmation email. So that's saying make sure you want to confirm subscription. You can always edit this text, change the colors, all that kind of stuff. If you want to personalize it, you totally can. But this is an opportunity, or you can just leave it as it is. I mean, I kind of leave mine as it is. I hope to change that soon, maybe personalize it a little bit more. But, this is where you would do all of those changes. So now, what we're going to do is, so now we have our sign up form. So if we want to send people to a URL, we can go ahead and design it here and get all that all set up. If we don't and we want to embed it on our site, we can go back to sign up forms and we can get the form, we could get the code for the form if we go into embedded forms. So embedded forms, now the tricky thing about this is for some reason, even though you did all that design and all that stuff in your sign up form that we were just looking at, the embedded forms are not that slick. They're really simple, they're really stripped down. And I guess the idea is to keep the code really, really simple. So, if you want to add a sign up form to your site, just you can go ahead and, add a title if you want. You can take the title off if you want. If you want all the fields or if you only want the required fields. So you can kind of customize it in this area. And then as you see, it changes in this preview area here. So get the form to look something like what you like. And then, you could say, you could set a width if you want, you could just play around with it. But essentially what you want is the code. So if we were going to add this code to our sign up form, to our website, we can do that. So if we wanted to, go ahead and add the code, we can grab this code. So let's go over to WordPress for a second. And then I think I can just, I'll just grab that code. So let's go over to WordPress for a second. So let's say that I wanted to add the sign up form here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this form to look the way that I want it. And I actually there's the classic form, there's super slim, which only includes your email address and you can add a title, and there's naked. I like the naked form, and not because it's naked, but I like the naked form because the idea is that it doesn't really include any styling. So the code is extremely stripped down. There's no styling, so that when you copy and paste it onto your site, it's essentially gonna inherit all of whatever your theme settings are. It'll inherit all those colors and fonts and all that kind of stuff. So I like it because if I keep it naked, basically all I want is all the form stuff, and then it'll just take all the styling from my theme that's already in place. So if we wanted to grab this naked code here, I'm just gonna click in there and just do a copy. And there are two ways to embed it on a WordPress site, or at least two ways I'm going to show you. You can add it in a text widget. So basically put a text widget where you want it to go on your sidebar, and then plop the code in there and save it. Or we can do it with a plugin, and a plugin makes things a little bit easier. So I'm going to show you both ways. First, we're going to do the text widget. So if I want to add it under this Facebook blurb here, I'm going to go to my appearance area. So this is my WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to go into my appearance area and go to widgets, because I want to get to the area where I can drag a widget into my sidebar. So then I'm going to go into my primary sidebar, and I know that I'm going to add it at the bottom of all these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take a text widget from over here and just kind of drag it up. Select it and drag it up. So I'm going to drag it down here. And so then I'm just gonna paste my code in, all that code I just grabbed, and click save. So that's my naked code that I just grabbed from MailChimp. So now I'm gonna go close. Now I'm gonna go back and refresh my site. And now I should have a sign up code down here. Now, again, I didn't customize it too much. So if you want to customize it a little bit more and just have email address or whatever, we could have gone back to MailChimp and get rid of that indicates required thing or whatever. And then that would get rid of that and I can paste it back in. But you see how that works, right? So if you want to just add it there, and I could have given it a title as well, because you see here it just kind of stands on its own. I could go back into widgets and go back into text and give that that widget a title. So it could be sign up to my list or something like that. Or I could have included the title in while I was, customizing the form within MailChimp. It just kind of depends. And as you play with it, you'll see how you want to do things and what gives you more flexibility. But it's just to give you an idea of how you can add it. So yeah, now I have sign up to my list, and then people can enter their first name, last name, and email address and all that good stuff. So that's how we'd add a sign up form, just using a text field and grabbing the code from our MailChimp site. So the other way we can do the same thing, I'm going to get rid of that widget for a second, is to add a plugin. Now, there are a lot of plugins to add MailChimp lists to WordPress. You can just play around and see which one you like better. There's some that give you lots of options. There's some that are super, super simple. Basically, say select the list and you're done. Play with them, see which one you like better. You could check out the plugin sites and just see what flexibility you have. I'm going to suggest one that I think is super simple and super easy to use, and this is one I used in the beginning when I started my site. But if you search for MailChimp, as you see, there's a lot. There's a lot of different options. So I like the MailChimp list subscribe form. So I'm going to install that now. So if you wanted to find a MailChimp plugin, you could just search for MailChimp and then look for the MailChimp list subscribe form if you like this plugin. So I'm just going to click OK and go ahead and get that installed. And I'm going to activate it. Okay, so now my MailChimp plugin is installed. Now I'm going to go back down and find it in my plugins list and go to settings, because I have to link it up to my MailChimp account so it knows where it's pulling all the information from. So I already logged in, but if I hadn't logged in, it would prompt me to log in. And basically what it would ask me for is my MailChimp username and password, which I would enter, and then it would log me in. So from here, what I can do is I can select the list that I want to have the sign up form for on my site. So if I want to have the Get Comfy with the Monkey Challenge list, then I can, point it to that list. If I want to do another MailChimp list, I can essentially just select which list I want, and then that I want the sign up form to appear for that site or for that form. So now I have some different customization options. So I can add a header to this sign up form. I could say, sign up for my free challenge or something like that. And then if you want, you can include a subheader. Like if you have like other information like a free 5-day course on MailChimp or something like that. And then you can also change the submit button, because that, with generic MailChimp forms, it's just basically, I think the language is subscribe. So if you want to do something fun, something that's more personable or, related to what you're doing, you could be like, sign me up or something like that. So you can change the code for, or the the word that appears on the actual sign up button or subscribe button. So we're going to go ahead and update those settings. So now, oh, I forgot to click on update list. So let me select the get comfy with the monkey, update list. I might actually have to go through all that again. Okay, no, so we're all good to go. So basically we had to update our list first and then go into content options. Sometimes plugins are fun. So, now I'm basically saying what I want my form to look like in somewhat of a more user-friendly way. So that's why sometimes I like plugins instead of text. It really just kind of depends on the situation. So, play around with it and see which one you like better for you. Because, you might like plugins better, you might like text or, embedding text better. It's completely up to you. If you wanted to do some type of custom styling and change the colors and all that kind of stuff, you can enable or check this box here to enable it, and then add all your colors and all this stuff here. If you don't enable any of this here, it'll just essentially follow your theme settings for boxes and buttons and all that kind of stuff. You can also, these are some more list options. So like if you want to put a Powered by MailChimp link in your form, you could. These are up to you. It just kind of depends. For here, I just leave the defaults. And then merge variables included. You can just make sure that you want to include all these things. First name, last name, email address. You might just want first name. You might want both, or you might just want email address. So you can also decide whether or not to include those fields here. But I think we got it set up the way we want, at least for now. And so what we want to do, this plugin actually creates a little MailChimp widget for you. So what we're going to do is go back up to Appearance and go over to Widgets. And now you should see a MailChimp widget in there. So that MailChimp widget comes from that MailChimp list subscribe form plugin, and it creates it for you. So essentially you set everything up in the back end, and then all you have to do is drag the widget to where you want it to go. So we're going to put it, in that primary sidebar. Oh, hold on. Let me expand primary sidebar first, and then grab the widget. Up, 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 up. Okay. And then we're going to place it where we had the text widget before. And now it says great work, your widget's ready to go. So if you wanted to adjust the settings, you can just click this link and it'll take you back to the settings for that sign up form. So now we're just going to save this and go back to now this is our old sign up form. So now let's see what the new sign up form looks like. Similar, right? It looks a little similar. But essentially it's a plugin that might make it a little bit easier to play with the settings and all that kind of stuff to get your sign up form on your site. So we talked about 3 ways to get your sign up form or to send people to your sign up form. We talked about, the URL for your sign up form itself that we grabbed out of MailChimp. And if we want to add it to our site, we can do either a text widget and grab all the embed code like in here, or we can just do a plugin like we did with the MailChimp widget plugin or the MailChimp list subscribe form plugin and the MailChimp widget to add the form to the site, which essentially will do the same thing. So yay, we've brought it all together. You can add your sign up form to your site. Go ahead and add it, or get it all set up and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, come on over in the Facebook group. Or if you want people to go ahead and sign up to your list, definitely paste the link in the Facebook group or paste a link to your site where we can see your brand new sign up form. So yeah, I think we're done. Oh my God. So you spent the last 5 days getting comfy with the monkey. I hope you feel so much better about getting everything all set up in MailChimp. And I'll have a little special email for you tomorrow just to close things up. But come on over in the Facebook group and tell us how you're doing and if you have any questions. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.